Welcome everybody to yet another edition of our review, health review. Today being exactly the 24th of August 2026, we commemorate our 1 year anniversary official day. The day also coincides with the commemoration of the late Reverend Father Proto-Presbyter Eleftherius Edward Moirore Wandwaru. And we are glad that you are able to join us. Today we want to talk about our health issues, and of the focus is the cancerous conditions that are becoming more common in our bodies, and the rate by which it is also developing, and the rate by which people are also succumbing to it, and how it has become a new health area of focus where specialization is still under development, under research and development. More and more types of cancers are being identified, and of course the treatment or the management part of it is also being tested. Of the interest in this topic is the evidence that was recently given early this year, when Bill Gates was sued, and he himself appeared in court, and there was too much back and forth, which never resulted to any kind of a conclusive decision or order from the United States, I think Supreme Court. I stand to be corrected. Now, according to a lady called Huggins, Huggins lays the court's proceedings on the internet some few months ago, and she claimed that a person by the name Samsoni, who was to provide evidence of COVID-19. Remember, in Kenya, around 2016, thereabout, early 2016, the Kenyan government allowed the Bill Gates and Melinda Foundation to bring a polio vaccination program in Kenya. And out of that program, there were almost 20 casualties from the county of Baringo, kids who developed issues in their bodies, and especially they were affected in their limbs. And instead of them being protected from poliomyelitis, they became weak. They had weak hands, weak limbs. Others started having stunted growth. So the case of these children in Kenya is also inconclusive, because the only thing that Africans are thought to deserve is reparation or compensation. And so there is no any future medical supervision, and of course further study on their development, so that at least their problem can be understood and that this can also become a Kenyan prima facie case where a developmental medical research will take place, and specifically to look into the core issue and the cause of this kind of medical failure in some areas of this world where there is a lot of privileges. This will happen so, but not in Africa or in the third world or developing countries. Unfortunately, those kids have to live with their disability. And so this guy called Sansoni, who is supposed to provide that evidence of COVID-19, that the evidence about COVID-19, that it was suspected that it may have been a biological weapon that violated or continue violating, because the vaccine is still active in the body of those who were jabbed. It continues to violate the Biological Weapon Convention and Biological Weapon and Anti-Terrorist Act of 1989, which was coined by Professor Francis Boyle. Now, these issues are issues of concern because you cannot be able to interfere with the lives of people from a clinical and a medical point of view in the effort of wanting to save them from a tragedy or an incident which is a health-related phenomena. And for sure, because governments are supposed to be held responsible, I think more so the people who work. I think the people who work with government are supposed to be held accountable together with that government. And who is the government? Because we have different regimes, and these people who move from one regime to another or serve in one regime and never serve again are people who put pen to paper and are probably not held responsible because they are no longer in office. So this is the quagmire of the modern system that really jeopardizes justice and undermines the liberty and freedom of people and their rights as well. And so, according to the US government, the healthcare facilities and the media deliberately concealed the truth about COVID-19 from the public. And somebody called Latipova told the defendant that COVID-19 was not a public health prevention government project. So it was never a US government project for public health prevention. And it amounted to democide. I've never heard that word, it's the first time. Democide of the population. Another person called Yedon said that since 2020, he has attempted to warn the public that the COVID-19 vaccines are designed to lower fertility and reduce population in the agenda of those who have always wanted to reduce the population, who complain that we are too many for the resources of this world. Now, what is the repercussion of all this? So COVID-19 has brought, in quote, this is a conspiracy and speculative theory. It is alleged to have brought what is called turbo cancer, which has appeared in many patients who were vaccinated with this COVID-19 vaccines. Now, the statistics are quite shocking because in the case, somebody like the late Jeffrey Epstein was involved. And when you hear that name and that of Bill Gates, and you see the controversies that surround those names of these billionaires, you really shudder. Now, I think it is a lesson to many that no matter how much you craft for others, you will one day leave. So you won't even see what you wanted to do. That's why we are not gods, or we are not demons, or even the devil himself, because we are just agents of spirituality and material world, and we are passers-by. You do your thing and you leave. Now, the statistics are alarming because it says that 279% of miscarriages are occurring in America. 1,048% of nervous system breakdowns are reported every year in America. 350% male infertility is reported in America. And this is mostly related to 369% of testicular cancer. There is 155 birth defects coming from this nervous system breakdown. And of course, a lot of miscarriages and breast cancer. Breast cancer comes at around 487%. 218% of hypertension cases are reported, and 664% in malignant neoplasms. I don't know what that is. 269% in myocardial interaction. There is another one that is at 437% of ovarian dysfunction. There is 471% of female infertility or sterility. 452% in migraine cases. This is a severe headache. There is the 302% in tachycardia cases, 468 in pulmonary embolism. I think that is the inflammation or bursting of the pulmonary arteries. There is 551 Guillain-Barré syndrome. I don't know what all that is, but there is one thing that I'm sure of, that if the government is really serious in helping people, it would really not give priority to everything. I think health comes first, then education, because a healthy nation will be able to learn, and then opportunities of earning a living may come a distant third. And this will only be brought about not only in infrastructural development that can only employ so many, but in investing in ideas that will really help us in a very big way. And so, simple advice give to doctors, to researchers, to big people who influence the life of other people through either Machiavellian approach or any other approach. And now from this social perspective, I'd like to ask people, it is good really to be kind to oneself and to others so that we can see the transformation taking place easily. This is a road that is less regrettable. And so if you're able to choose your battle, your wrongs in life and your rights, you will cause change in the world to come through what you will cause other people to become. Again, love, some people say it is emotions. It is not emotions. It's just a decision. And as it is also a state of self-awareness, a way of being, and of course the ability to see yourself through others. That is love. And so if you're able to understand what is love, you'll be able to be kind to yourself and others, and you'll be able also to choose your battle wisely. And so regarding thoughts, actions, decisions, and feelings, they are interlocked. Okay, there is a thin balance between them. And you will see that emotion sometimes becomes very strong because it is the energy of life. Emotion is the energy of life. People become more active when they are angry. People become more active when they are extremely happy or excited. And so these are the truths. And the truth will let you consider impossibilities. Because as possibilities, there must be impossibilities. So again, that is the truth. The truth is the consideration of the both possibilities and impossibilities. Don't be told any other thing by the religious people, by mathematicians, by scientists, by business gurus, and so on and so forth. The truth is the ability to consider that there is imperfection and perfection, impossibilities and possibilities. Force move against a thing. So you don't need to force anything. Why should you move against a thing? Unless you're dealing with a problem. Because what you need is power, which moves against anything because it is incomplete. So power moves something that is incomplete. Force has a likelihood of moving what is complete. And so whatever is complete and requires force, it then needs energy. And so you need to look at where you focus your energy on. The African Orthodox TV Kenya, we are focusing our energies on issues that surround local Orthodox people and even non-Orthodox who cannot bring their ideas and advice to us for the benefit of many. When the authorities say we must fight drug abuse as public enemy to keep our streets safe and protect families, The poor people, that will only be understood by the middle class and the upper class. But people in the lower cadre will understand that the rich will use the law to hunt them and lock them up and turn their life misery and experience into a painful encounter and a program of rehabilitation for the addicted people will spend billions of shillings only to realize that this is a business. Because if billions of shillings will be used to rehabilitate people, why isn't the opposite the truth? Because these people will need these billions of shillings for invest in an investment so that they can get a job opportunity and keep them busy. But if you want to make me miserable and then come up with a program that you later say that we are empowering, we are saving, that is how the world has always treated Africa. Instead of these billions of shillings being invested in things that will help Africa grow. Because if somebody gets a salary in a family, that family is better off. Though again, these families need to understand that they do not need to be a consumer economy. And so I want to end with a quote from the Bible, which comes from the Gospel of Luke, chapter 12, verse 2. And it says, "The time is coming when everything that is covered shall be revealed, and all secrets will be known to all." There is nothing that is done in secrecy that has a permanency in the unseen world. It will one day come out, and it is only then that you will realize that for sure walking in the light is much more important. It doesn't matter how painful it will be to a person whom they will be affected. Everything that is done in this world that is positive, it must affect good people in a negative way. Anything that is bad done in this world, it must affect good people in a bad way. Either way, people are going to be affected. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you very soon. And continue to subscribe, share our Orthodox TV. I've been your host, Father Zach.